Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. So, how was your day, guys? No issues. Okay, great, great. Uh, okay, thank you so much, Pratmesh, for the same thing. Okay, so everybody had a great day. Superb, great, amazing. Okay, great. So today, like after a very long period of time, like you guys were saying that you need to know about blockchain and other things as well. Today we have two. Guest lecturers today. You can interact with them, you can ask questions if it is possible, okay, that whatever questions that you're having today or not. So the first guest lecturer that is today there is Devesh Vishwakarma. He is one of my very good friends and he's a blockchain developer, as well as let's say a web developer as well. So he has previously worked in companies like Reliance as well as Deloitte, and is currently working majorly in tech right now. And that is the reason why we have brought him in. And the second guest lecture will be introduced in a few minutes. Okay, he is from the designing aspect of the entire thing, and he handles most of the designing portion, almost every single designing portion that exists there in DevTown as well. So if you guys have any questions, any queries related to maybe like blockchain or maybe something else as well, you can definitely ask him. And if he is open to it, he can go ahead and share his LinkedIn credentials or the Instagram ID as well. Okay, so I'll hand over the mic to Devesh. If you have any questions, any queries related to blockchain, you guys can definitely go ahead and ask him the same as well. Okay, so will that be fine with you guys? Please do let me know. Will that be fine with you guys? Please do let me know. What is blockchain? Okay, so that would be totally up to Devesh itself. If he's open up with the same, like we will definitely have a blockchain bootcamp in the future as well. Okay, so he will introduce himself first of all, and then after that, he will be letting you guys know a bit about blockchain. I thought that it's absolutely essential for you guys to know a bit more about different technologies when you are just coming to a DSA or like a Java or a C++ bootcamp. The technology that is there related to development is not covered in these boot camps. It's mostly related to DSA and CP, but you should have like a good understanding about other technologies as well. So I thought that it would be great if you guys are able to interact with him and move further with it as well. Okay, so I will hand over the mic to him, and please welcome him properly. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Can be here.
I'm there. I'm there. Don't worry about it.
So, hi guys, how are you?
I think so. You need to come much closer to the mic itself.
Hi guys, how are you? Just send some hearts or anything, any emojis to welcome us.
Okay, that's great.
Say,
Most of the
gaming,
students are from like outside India as well, and some of them are from South India. So most of them won't be able to understand
Yeah.
Hindi. It will be better if you are able to converse with them in English itself.
So people who were asking, first let me know how many people know what is blockchain. If you know what is blockchain, you can just keep anything, whatever you know about blockchain or Web3, cryptocurrency, or decentralized ledger technologies, anything. If you ever have heard it as well, you can just let us know.
And most of them must have heard about crypto. I can guarantee you that they have heard about cryptocurrency. Like, see, I'm able to say like the first thing that came up was cryptocurrency.
Create blockchain, then should be registered. No, blockchain is not related to trading. Okay, cryptocurrency is used for trading, not blockchain. Blockchain is the underlying technology behind cryptocurrency. People know distributed immutable ledger. Great.
Just introduce blockchain to them. Most of them have little to no idea about it. They will be familiar with NFTs. They will be familiar with cryptocurrencies as well. But I don't think so. Blockchain would be something that they are very.
Hyperledger, yeah, that's great, Himanshu. No Hyperledger. So, see, blockchain is a very recent technology basically in 2008 on, I think, January 29, a person who was anonymous, a person or a group of people who were anonymous named Satoshi Nakamoto, they started this technology blockchain and implemented this in Bitcoin. So what happened was, like, in 2008, there was a financial crisis, right? How many of you know that 2000 know the 2008 financial crisis?
I don't think so. They must be familiar with it.
Yeah.
Even I'm not familiar with that. So I'm also, for the very first time, I'm hearing about all these stories and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm also very interested to know like what happened right over there.
So what happened is, like, there was a real estate company named Lehman Brothers. So they took a lot of loan and they defaulted on it. So basically the whole US stock market crashed, and not only US but the world stock market crashed, and people lost a lot of money in 2008.
I think
And
so. There was a movie made about
yeah,
it as well.
yeah.
Christian Bale was in one of those
Christian,
movies.
yeah.
So I remember that. It's a great movie to watch as well.
Yeah, so in 2008, what happened was there was a big stock market crisis and people lost a lot of money. And therefore, a person or a group of people named Satoshi Nakamoto, what they did was they tried to make a digital currency which was not dependent on people, which was not dependent on the banks, which was not dependent on the governments. They wanted the people, the common people, to have the control of the currency. And therefore, they started Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin is a digital currency which is run on blockchain, and I'll let you know what blockchain is. But if you may have heard about Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer digital currency where you can, like, send money in form of Bitcoin to anyone in the world if they have internet connection and if they have a Bitcoin account. So you can send money, like, at very nominal transaction fees. So normally what happens is, like, if you send, like, even if you send 1,000 rupees to an account now, to UPI is like free of cost. But earlier what happened was, like, if you send money to a person, there was like 2 or 3% transaction charge. And when people used to, like, send money overseas, like, if you have, like, you may be having someone who is living outside India, who is in a foreign country, and who may send you the remittances. So what happens is, like, if they are sending 1 lakh rupees, 10% of the money, which is around 10,000 rupees, used to be charged as a processing fee. So imagine you are sending 1 lakh to someone and the banks take 10,000 rupees just for sending it. So that's why these were the reasons why blockchain and Bitcoin was started, where people got to transact peer to peer, meaning that if Shaurya is living in USA and I am living in India and he wants to send me 1 lakh rupees, if he's going through banks, for example Western Union or Citibank or American Express, when he sends me the money, it will take at least 10 to 15 days to reach me, because there are a lot of people who are involved in between and who take that transaction charge. So if he is sending 1 lakh rupees, the banks and the other people who are involved in the transaction take their charge 1%, 2%, and cumulatively, if he's sending 1 lakh, I get 90,000 only. But now, if I use Bitcoin, if he's sending me 1 lakh rupees in Bitcoin, which is around like a fraction of Bitcoin now, so it will only take like 500 or 1,000 rupees as a transaction fee. So you see, the transaction fee that was charged reduced to like almost 90 to 95%. And if you go at a large scale, so if there are companies or there are people who are transacting at crores of rupees or crores of dollars, what happens is the difference becomes large. So this was the reason Bitcoin was started. And also, like, as I said, it is independent, it is not controlled by bank, it is not controlled by any government. So this was the reason Bitcoin was made. But Bitcoin is a different thing, it is a cryptocurrency. Blockchain is a different thing. So if you see, Bitcoin is the underlying architecture on which Bitcoin, blockchain is a underlying architecture on which the Bitcoin runs. For example, if you are using YouTube, so you don't have YouTube on your mobiles or laptops, right? There are Google's servers who are running the YouTube application for you. The video is getting to your mobile using those applications. Same thing like behind this YouTube, there is cloud computing going on, and there are other technologies which are going on, which is web development and all other things. So similarly, behind Bitcoin, blockchain runs. So blockchain is Bitcoin is like almost like 5 to 10% of blockchain. So if you, for example, if you are using email, so like, for example, internet is a big thing, right? When internet started, people used to use used internet to send emails or information to other people using internet. But now if you see, using email as a part of internet is like only 2 or 3%. Otherwise, the internet is used for a lot of different things like Instagram, YouTube, then other platforms like Wikipedia and streaming platforms like, you may know, Netflix and Amazon. So this is the same thing. Blockchain is a technology on which Bitcoin is running, and with time the share of Bitcoin in representing blockchain will get smaller, and a lot of different applications will start running on blockchain. For example, recently you may have known about NFTs. So can you guys just write what is an NFT? If you know, anybody who knows NFT, non-fungible tokens.
Giving the answer and then asking them to write as well. Very good.
No, the definition or anything related to NFTs. Recently in India also, people have started using NFTs. The movie companies, like the producers, have started selling NFTs to people. Virtual property, yeah, it is a kind of virtual property.
Digital art.
Yeah, digital art. Very good, Venkat Narayan. Sonmay Doye, illustrations and initiative messages or images. Yeah, great. Uh, Control Shift I has written a non-fungible token is a financial security consisting of digital data stored in blockchain, a form of distributed
feels as if
ledger.
it's just Googled it and pasted it right over there.
He has used Control Shift I. Maybe he's representing his username. Okay, so NFT is a part of blockchain where people are selling digital art. For example, if you go to Google Images, if you like something, you can just take a screenshot or you can download it. So what happens is the producers or the creators of those images or those art forms, they are not getting paid. So NFTs are made to make them get the revenue or the money that they have invested. So if you are making something, you want people to buy it, right? You don't want them to copy. So using NFTs, you can create a original and uh, digital art piece, or like a image or document of that artwork, so that if a person wants to use it, they have to pay it. Okay, yeah, I know licenses are there, but you can take screenshots and all, and for NFTs also. But if you want to own it, you have to buy it. So this is the thing for NFTs. If you like, you can like go and search about it and all. And apart from
Yeah,
NFTs,
people are very concerned that you're starting. Just let them know that you're sitting on a very high stool.
no, I am not standing, it is a stool. बड़े लोग we are not बड़े भाई.
Yeah, you are looking a bit bigger than me.
Yeah.
Okay. See, the thing is, like I had also a good question related to the same as well. What do you guys feel is like, especially according to you, what is your thought on like, okay, so I know that, okay, blockchain is used for NFTs. I know that blockchain is used for building different type of cryptocurrencies as well. But what about other things? Like, is there any other implementation on blockchain right now that is currently happening that basically separates it? So, because when I think about blockchain, I think about, yeah, NFTs and cryptocurrencies itself and nothing else. So what about the other things? Like, is there something else that exists? Because I'm able to understand blockchain is an upcoming like technology itself. Like how data science was like at least 10 to 12 years before today. That is what blockchain is right now, and I'm able to identify there's not a lot of right now, especially a lot of career opportunities is not available in blockchain because of its limited utilization. But is it just limited, but or it is getting adopted into different companies as well?
First, I would like to know. Okay, someone Fat sorry, Abhishek Fatting wanted a shout out, so let's give it to him. Otherwise, Himanshu Singh is telling Web3. Yeah, blockchain is a part of Web3. Web3 is not only blockchain; there are a lot of things as well. And Tanmay is saying in banking, yeah, banking is a very good use case of cryptocurrencies and blockchain in general. Apart from that, uh, Ornado is saying that using smart contract we can create decentralized apps, yeah, which are called dApps or website. Okay, apart from that, supply chain management, yeah, Debajyoti Banerjee, I have made a project on supply chain system using the blockchain. That's good. Apart from that, in logistics, Mathsal technique, yeah, in logistics also it is the same thing, supply chain management. Apart from that, in real estate, yeah, I have made a project on real estate as well. Movieflix, shout out to you. So basically, like what internet was in 1990s, in 2000s, blockchain is right now. There are a lot of possibilities that you can use using internet. Nobody knew that you could like video conference with someone. Nobody knew that you could send instant messages using internet. Same thing is with blockchain. Now people only know blockchain because of cryptocurrencies, mainly because of cryptocurrencies. Apart from that, now people are getting to know about non-fungible tokens, NFTs. People are getting to know about some trading cryptocurrencies like CoinDCX or Xerex. I think that you all know because they are making a digital marketing campaign every day. They post ads in Insta and also on IPLs. So these are the two main use cases right now. Apart from that, you see in medical field as well, blockchain can be used because the patient data is very critical for the patient as well as hospitals to secure. There are a lot of breaches, there are a lot of hacks that go, and people want the health data, but it can be secured using blockchain, because blockchain, if you see, is immutable. If it is created, nobody can change it, and it is very secure. Nobody can even hack it, because I will take a bootcamp on it to explain how it cannot be hacked and how it is very secure. But in medical field, yeah, it can be used to store the medical data. In supply chain management, as someone told, supply chain management, what happens is like, if for example, there's a company named Amul. They are selling ice creams, okay, and Amul's main like factory is in Gujarat. And if you are from South India, you may have eaten Amul ice cream. So how does it come from Gujarat to Chennai? So there are a lot of processes. So in between, there are a lot of traders who come in, a lot of logistic companies who come in. So what happens is, like, if you are sending an ice cream, you have to keep it at sub-zero temperature, or at least at 2 to 5 degree temperature. If somebody is ruining that, blockchain can be used to detect how is it ruined. Using IoT and blockchain, both are used. So it can detect how and where was the temperature increased from 5 degrees Celsius, so that the ice cream was melted and the composition of ice cream was like disturbed. So blockchain can be used in supply chain management and other things, like
See, that is also something that I agree with. Like, if you're learning just data science, okay, if you're learning just web development, just taking up an example that we are much more familiar with.
Just a second. Siddharth, the government is not thinking on banning cryptocurrency. There are things I'll explain, but it is a good point. I'll explain that as well.
Okay, no issues in that. So basically, when you are thinking about technologies, a single technology on its own cannot function. For example, even for blockchain as well, it is nothing without your backend web development. If you don't know backend web development, you need to know Web 2.0. That is your normal web development that you learn nowadays. Only then, on top of it, you can implement the concepts of blockchain and make it a big better. Similar to that, for example, you are having your Netflix recommendations. Although that is in fact a data science topic, but it cannot exist on its own. Like, it is a data science topic, it's a machine learning topic, but it cannot exist on its own. You need web development in the middle so that you are able to convey those recommendations. So there is a lot of different interaction between different technologies at any point of time. Okay, there is a very much different type of interactions that you can do, and different type of intertwining and combinations that you can make to basically use these technologies. Okay, basically use these technologies at the end of the day.
I'm asking for, yeah, Java will be taken. Don't worry. We'll end at 25, 8:25 conversation, and we will continue it further. Recent bootcamps. But as someone told that government is thinking to ban cryptocurrency. No, government is not thinking to ban. Actually, what happens is the transaction in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency is anonymous. For example, if you are sending it to any terrorist organization or any other gangster or any black market or anything, nobody can know it. So that's why they want to regulate it. They don't want to ban it. Even if you have seen that recent budget, government said that they will introduce digital rupee, which is backed by blockchain. So they are wanting to regulate it so that it is safe for us people, the normal people, and nobody can misuse it. So this is the question. This is the thing. They're not banning it. They are trying to make it regulated so that people can use it safely and it doesn't go to wrong hands. That is the thing.
See, you need to understand that the difference between Web 2.0 and 3.0 is very simple. 3.0 focuses on like the decentralization of data and privacy. Like, it shouldn't be. So, for example, when you are using Web 2.0, AWS has all your IDs and your passwords and your credentials and everything.
Location data they have.
Everything.
Have your choices. They have your likes.
Exactly.
Everything they have.
So your entire information, like, you are right now living in a digital world where anybody who, if he wants or he or she wants to, they, like, let me just be very gender neutral right over here. Okay, gender neutral right over here. So if they want to misuse that data, it is very easy. And that is something that Web 3.0 wants to eradicate. It wants to provide the privacy that you are having into your own hands, instead of making sure that everybody is able to, like anybody from any particular company or any particular country or any particular government is able to control your data at any point of time, access your data at any point of time. Decentralization means that you are now the boss of your own data. Nobody else can access your data until and unless you want to supply it to them. Okay, so that basically also means that at one point of time, if Web 3.0 becomes a success, then I think so at one point of time we could be selling off our data as well to earn money.
By 2025, you can see something that is similar to this. You will have, like, you may know Brave browser. How many of you people, Himanshu saying, is Brave browser Web 3.0? Yeah, Brave browser is not Web 3. The token that they have, Brave, like, I don't know the full form, but it is BAT. The BAT token is from Brave. So it is also like working on Web 3. And yeah, Brave.
See, we introduced this particular session with you guys an introduction to like blockchain, because we are in the future going to introduce much more number of boot camps on other topics as well. See, data structures and algorithms is something that you can only learn up till a particular point of time. It is not going to help you guys out for a lot. You need to make sure that you are interested and invested to learn about other technologies as well. So that is the reason why we have these boot camps. These boot camps are a way for you guys to basically get a good understanding, a good grasp over the basics of a particular like topic itself. That is the reason why we have the data science boot camps, we are having the web development boot camps, and in the future we want to conduct boot camps on blockchain as well. So I thought that, see, it's not about your interest or not. If it's great that you already know blockchain and you know that you are not interested in it. For example, when I was in school, I was not interested in computer science. I felt that only those people who are good in video games would be like good in computer science as well, because those were the guys who would be coming to me and saying that I created a website, I created an OS on my own, and I would be like, fuck, I don't even know how to code something in Python. Okay, I'm using visual basic and just conducting the thing. But later on, when I started exploring different technologies, at that point of time I got a good understanding about, okay, so is data science something that I'm like interested in? I learned that, I made a small project in that and able to understand that as well. The same thing is something that we want to see if students are interested in a boot camp on blockchain or not. If they are interested, of course, he's my brother, so he will always be available for the same as well, and we are planning for the same in the future as well. So that is the reason why I invited Devesh, so that if you guys are able to have any questions or queries, because many of the students in our previous boot camps always used to ask, like, can we know something about blockchain? So today he was available with me, so I was like, hey, good man, let's just come up right over here and let's just talk with the students as well.
Our questions who were saying that we can create blockchain using smart contract. Leonardo, you can create smart contract using blockchain. You cannot create blockchain using smart contract. The second question is blockchain related with full stack development? Yeah. You see, if you want to eat, you need a spoon, right? You can eat from hand, but if you want to eat an ice cream or anything, you don't use hands to eat, right? So the same thing is with blockchain. If you want to use blockchain, you need a website or something, an application to use it. If you want to use cloud computing, you need an application, a device, everything. So it is the ecosystem. You cannot use a single technology alone. You need web development, you need cloud, you need blockchain. Everything is integrated so that they can give the best application to you.
And see, at the end of the day, it's not about just understanding about a concept. So if you just know data science, but you don't know how to implement it practically into a product, not even a project, into a product, then that knowledge has no use to a particular company. Because I can just give a course to anybody and he will be able to learn blockchain in like 7 to 10 days. Okay, you can learn blockchain in 7 to 10 days. But if he does not have the understanding on how to integrate it into a product, then there's no use of that. The same goes on for something like cybersecurity as well. Cybersecurity as a concept, if you're able to learn, it has no or little to no value right over there. But if you know how to implement it into a product, how to like secure a product itself, that is where where your information is essential. Your knowledge comes into place. So I will be ending the class right over here. I hope that you don't mind. Okay, we don't want to go right over there. Okay.
Some Java.
Okay, no. It will be fine with today itself. We will be continuing from
There are
Java
a few
from tomorrow.
questions I would like to ask.
Sure.
Some people are asking which language is used to make blockchain. The technology, you can use Java, you can use C++ to make the backend part of it. But if you want to make smart contracts, you can use Solidity, which is very popular. Apart from that, there is another language known as Viper. You can use Go language. You can use a lot of languages. Language is something you need to build. You need to know what to build, and like if I want to tell something, I know what I have to tell, but I can use a language to tell it. It's the same thing as with blockchain. There's no specific language to make it. You need to know what you have to make it, and you can use any language to make it.
It's the same as saying
data
that I want to
structure,
write something. I can use a ball pen, I can use a gel pen, I can use a fountain pen. That's totally up to me which language I want to use. But yes, but that is a question that I would also like to know, because in data science as well, Python is the most preferred language. So what in blockchain according to you is most preferred right over there?
Mostly in the front end part, it is normal HTML, CSS, JavaScript. In making smart contracts, which is like one of the main things in blockchain to make a useful application, because if you want to use it, you need to make something useful. So smart contracts is one of the most important thing in blockchain, as per my opinion. So for smart contracts, we use mostly Solidity, and apart from that, to make the backend part, we use C++. We can use Go. Okay, so these are the two languages which I have used. This is the thing.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you so much, Devesh. It was great having you in this bootcamp.
Same here.
Okay, and
Yes, one more question. Actually, someone was asking that what is the difference between cryptocurrency and blockchain. So actually, I said it before, but that person asked it 2 to 3 times. So I would
Sure.
like to mention it. So cryptocurrency is the use case of blockchain. So for example, you need to have internet to use email, right? The same thing is blockchain. Blockchain is the underlying technology. Cryptocurrency is on top of blockchain as an application. So if you are using email, you're sending mails, right? So in cryptocurrency, you are sending transactions, you're sending money. But the backend technology is blockchain, but the cryptocurrency is used to transact the money. That is the same thing with email and internet.
okay, sure, no issues in that. So we'll keep it up till here, and don't worry about it. I will be showing you the attendance as well. Okay, and yeah, so I'm able to see that some of the students are really interested in blockchain as well. So we will definitely try to bring on boot camp on blockchain as well in the future. Again, we'll be starting from the very basics itself. Okay, and we'll be going to a project. I hope that we'll be able to have that in it as well. So people are asking, can we use R in blockchain?
See, R is not used in blockchain mostly because it makes things complex.
Exactly.
R is used for data science. Yeah.
R is usually used for statistics in data science. If you want to do statistics in data science, that is the language that you will be preferring even over Python as well. But yeah, Python usually handles everything in so you don't have to worry about it. So thank you so much, guys, and I will be showing you guys the attendance right now. So thank you so much, Devesh.
Thank you. I'll answer 2 more questions. So one person is telling that full stack developer is a blockchain developer. No.
I will have to change.
Okay, full stack developer is like, as a full stack developer you can become a blockchain developer, but full stack developer and blockchain developer are different people. For being a blockchain developer, you need to know full stack to create the application. Apart from that, blockchain is a different side. It is the add on to the full stack developer. Yeah, so I think that's all. Just fill your attendances.
Okay. So I will be creating the attendance thing for the day 3 itself, guys. I hope that this session maybe provided you guys some interest in blockchain. Again, like I said, all our boot camps, we try to make sure that every single thing that will be taught to you will be from the utmost scratch. We don't like take up any type of prerequisites for any of our boot camps, so you don't have to worry about it. Whenever we will be starting out with our blockchain boot camps, we'll be like teaching you the language, we'll be teaching you the technology, we'll be having a small project as well. Again, it will be certified, you don't have to worry about it. So I hope that we will be able to see you guys in the future blockchain bootcamp as well. It will be great to see you guys right over there. And again, like I said, explore as many number of technologies as fast as possible, because you don't have time. Okay, you need to fix that. Okay, so this is the technology that I want to dive deep into. You will be only able to identify that technology once you have like gone through almost every single technology out there that is currently in use itself. So try to make sure that you are able to explore as much as possible. Okay, and see, never hesitate to learn. Okay, learning is something that you should never stop. So this would be the attendance QR for today, guys. Okay, we'll be ending the session right over here. I hope that you were able to get some insights into blockchain, at least on a very basic level, and maybe it made you a bit curious about the technology as well. So that is the aim of this class, to make you curious about blockchain, so that you are interested in it, because many people don't actually know a lot about blockchain and everything else. So that is the reason why we thought that it would be better to let you guys know right now. Okay, so this will be the QR for today's class, guys, and we'll be meeting tomorrow again at the same time, and we'll be continuing with Java from tomorrow onwards. Okay, so his name was Devesh Vishwakarma. You can easily find him out on LinkedIn as well, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so his name is Devesh Vishwakarma. Okay, so I will just type it out right over here, Devesh Vishwakarma. Karma. So his name is Devesh Vishwakarma. If you want to connect with him, you can definitely do that. Okay, it will be great to connect with you guys as well. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.